I have been reaching for control that I do not have. I have been reaching for a sun to rise that does not exist. I have been looking for an ocean that is not there. I have been looking for a solution to safety that I do not have. I have been looking for a control that helps me to control the control that I have. I have been looking for a dream and something imaginary. What I believe does exist is God's, and I turn to God to stay in control of myself. I reach for things I do not understand. I hope for things I cannot see. My need for control never goes away. My need to stay in control of my life never fades. I reach for ways to organize my life so I can have control over my circumstances to the best of my ability. I no longer reach for the kind of control that lines everything up perfectly and makes it so I can control what goes wrong and what does not go wrong. I reach for the control that says, I know things can go wrong, and I know things will go wrong. But I pray for God to help me in the chaos of anything that allows me to lose control of my life. I believe control is a main factor in everyone's life, and maintaining that control over our lives becomes a very important factor to each and every one of us is being able to have control. I believe feeling out of control can make us feel insane and crazy for those of us that wish to have a life of order and structure. I believe we can let go of being in control, so much that we control nothing, not even ourselves. And that can lead to self-danger in many different ways, as well as putting other people in danger because we choose not to have any control at all. I pray for what God would consider a healthy control over my life. And I pray that God helps anybody and everybody that would like a healthy control over their lives, inside and outside of who they are. I know that I am not in control, and that is what makes me nervous. But I know God is in control, and that is what keeps me praying. My prayers are that God will help me have control over my life, since I do not have the power to have control over my own life, because of things that can allow me to lose control in this life. I suppose all I ever wanted was the control, so I could control how happy I could stay, and so I could stay happy for as long as I wanted. I realize if I had perfect control, that I would never know sorrow, because I would control my life in a way that would never have to face sorrow and pain. I know that my need to be in control is my reason for trying to avoid the things that I cannot face and the things I cannot handle. I pray to God each and every day to give me a healthy control over my life, and to manage my life in a way where I need even less control over it. Because my choices being made allow me to have natural control over my insides and my outsides. Control is a dream. Control is a fact and a blessing from God.